Nimzo-Indian defense, St. Petersburg, Fischer, normal line, Bronstein variation, 6.3b7. Intense. That was a serious game. Black got the better of white in that game. Both players had an amazing opening. Black capitalized on their opportunities in the middle game. Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. e6 opens up a line for the dark squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly, while preparing to push a pawn to d5 and recapture with a pawn if captured. And c3 develops the knight to fight for the e4 square and to control d5. In the Nimzo-Indian defense, bb4 pins the knight on c3, preventing it from moving or protecting e4, and threatens to trade, disrupting white's pawns after bx-c3. e3 supports the d4 pawn and allows the light-squared bishop and queen to develop. b6 prepares to fianchetto the light-squared bishop to b7, where it will sit on the long diagonal. e2 develops the knight to where it can recapture on c3 and avoid doubled pawns, but at the cost of blocking in the light-squared bishop. ba6 develops the bishop and attacks the c4 pawn. a3 attacks the bishop on b4, forcing it to retreat or capture the knight on c3. b7 retreats the bishop to a safe square. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This strikes at the center, countering the opponent's ability to grab space. This is the only good move. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is the last book move. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it? This misses an opportunity to capture a pawn that was threatening to win material. It is a mistake. This is not the right idea. It is an inaccuracy. The pawn is now adequately defended. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This threatens to kick a knight. It is best. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. It is best. This overlooks an opportunity to kick a knight. It is a mistake. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. It is good. This threatens to kick a knight. It is an inaccuracy. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. It is best. This allows the opponent to reveal an attack on a pawn. It is an inaccuracy. This reveals an attack on a pawn. It is best. This is an equal trade. It is best. Takes back. It is excellent. The game was close to balanced, but now white is worse. It is an inaccuracy. This move puts the rook on a safer square. It is excellent. This threatens to fork pieces. It is best. This develops a knight off its starting square, getting it into the action. This threatens to kick a knight. This prevents the opponent from being able to fork pieces. It is best. There were worse moves, but also something much better. It is an inaccuracy. This is not the best. It is an inaccuracy. This move puts the knight on a safer square. It is best. This overlooks an opportunity to connect rooks. This permits the opponent to reveal an attack on a pawn. It is an inaccuracy. This exposes an attack, threatening a pawn. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This threatens to create a passed pawn. There was only one good move in that position. It is a mistake. There was only one good move there. It is a miss. This moves the bishop to safety. This is the only good move. It is a great move. That pawn was free for the taking. It is best. This connects the rooks, which helps them coordinate together in the future. This threatens to fork pieces. It is best. This leads to losing a knight. This permits the opponent to fork pieces. It is a blunder. This forks pieces by creating a simultaneous attack. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. One of the best moves. It is excellent. That was a free rook. It is excellent. This defends a bishop that was under attack and had no defenders. It is best. This develops a piece while also winning a tempo on a queen. It is best. This moves the queen to safety. It is best. That was a free pawn. It is best. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. It is best. This exposes an attack, threatening a rook. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. It is best. This allows a forced checkmate. It is a mistake. Intense. That was a serious game. Black got the better of white in that game. Both players had an amazing opening. Black capitalized on their opportunities in the middle game. This forces an eventual checkmate. It is best. Intense. That was a serious game. Black got the better of white in that game. Both players had an amazing opening. Black capitalized on their opportunities in the middle game.